Hi everyone, today we will be discussing questions from day 19 of our revision program. Question number 1. With reference to the Attorney General of India, consider the following statements. Statement 1. He can attend the proceedings of both the houses of parliament. Statement 2. He does not have the right to speak and does not have the right to vote in both the houses of parliament. Statement 3. He is a whole-time counsel for the government. Which of the above statements are correct? The Attorney General of India is a legal advisor to the government and he has the privilege of attending proceedings of both the houses of the parliament.
Since he is not an elected representative, he cannot vote in the parliament, but he has a right to speak and take part in the proceedings of both the houses of parliament or their joint sitting. And also, he is not a whole-time counsel for the government. Barring some exceptions, he can take up private practice and attend for private parties in courts. Hence, the answer is option A, one only. Question number 2. Identify the wrong statement. Statement A. The appropriation of monies out of Consolidated Fund of India is included under the money bill. B. Panchayat committees can organize log adalats to resolve the cases. C. The receipt of money on account of Consolidated Fund of India is included under the money bill. D. Secretary of Taluk Legal Service Committee can organize log adalats to resolve the cases. Panchayat committee is a committee constituted by the Panchayat in order to oversee the development works. It doesn't have any power with regard to constituting log adalats to resolve cases. For that, separate Nyay Panchayats have to be constituted by the government and they have to notify the powers given to such Nyay Panchayats. Hence, the answer is option B. Panchayat committee cannot organize log adalats to resolve the cases. Question number 3. Consider the following statement. The 15th Finance Commission proposes the share of states in the centre's taxes recommended to be at 41% for 2020-2021 year. Statement 2. Census data of 1971 and 2011 are taken together to determine the share of states in tax devolution from the centre. Statement 3. Commission also recommended sector-specific grants for the states. Which above are correct? As you all know, Finance Commission is a constitutional body and their recommendation is advisory in nature, not mandatory. And also the share of states in the centre's tax is recommended to be decreased from 42% during 2015-20 period to 41% for 2020-2021 time. Hence, option 1 is right statement. And regarding the census data, they adopt 2011 census in order to make the commission's report. Hence, statement 2 is wrong. Therefore, the answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Question number 4. The provision of the Panchayats Extension to Scheduled Areas Act. A. Extends greater say to local tribal committee over common resources. B. Provides greater devolution of powers to scheduled tribes. C. Extends provisions of Part 9 of the Constitution relating to Panchayats to the scheduled areas. D. Brings scheduled areas under better control of Panchayats. These provisions of the Panchayat extension to scheduled areas, as the name says itself, is an act to provide for the extension of the provision of Part 9 of the Constitution relating to Panchayat to the scheduled areas. Hence, the answer is option C. Next question, question number 5. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. Chief Election Commissioner of India, in consultation with the President of India, appoints regional commissioners to assist the Election Commission in the performance of their function. Statement 2. Election Commission of India bars the interference by courts in electoral matters. Which among the above statements are correct? According to Article 324, Provision 4, it's not the Election Commission but the President appoint the regional commissioners after consultation with the Election Commission. In the first statement, it's given that it's the Election Commission in consultation with the President who appoint, but it's actually the reverse. And also, according to Article 329 of the Constitution, bars interference of court in electoral matters. It's not the prerogative of Election Commission to bar the interference of courts. The Constitution in Article 329 itself have barred the interference of court in electoral matter. Hence the answer is D, neither 1 nor 2. Question number 6. Which among the following organizations are under the financial audit of CAG? 1. National Technical Research Organization. 2. RBI. 3. Research and Analysis Wing. The intelligence agencies and their audits are not carried by this CAG. They are actually internally audited by their own mandate. CAG doesn't have any role in India's intelligence agencies. And RBI also, it's the RBI itself with the help of external auditors who audits their accounts, and CAG is not responsible for the audit of RBI also. Hence the answer is option C, none of the above. Recently, Center told the Supreme Court that intelligence agencies like IB, RAW, NTRO, etc. cannot be brought under the ambit of financial audit of CAG, and also they opposed a plea for making these agencies accountable to Parliament by bringing new laws. So the answer is option C. Question number 7. CAT. The Central Administrative Tribunal has jurisdiction over the employees listed under the organizations such as Statement 1. Sports Authority of India. 2. Indian Council of Agricultural Research. 3. Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. 4. National Horticultural Board. Except a few areas like parliamentary staffs, defense staffs, all other government organizations fall under the jurisdiction of Central Administrative Tribunal. Here, all the 4 options given fall under Central Administrative Tribunal's jurisdiction. Hence, the answer is option D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the organizations comes under CAT. Question number 8. Which among the following mentioned below are functions of Election Commission of India? Statement 1. Issue notification for election to the Lok Sabha. Statement 2. Deciding on all doubts and disputes arising out of elections. Statement 3. Deciding on the disqualification of a candidate on the ground of defection. Select the correct answer using the code given below. It's not the Election Commission but the President who issue notification for conducting elections in India. And regarding the disputes that rise out of elections, it's not the Election Commission, but it's the Supreme Court or the High Court who usually decides upon such disputes. And also deciding on the disqualification of a candidate on the ground of defection is done by Speaker and not Election Commission of India. Speaker, while acting so, act as a tribunal. Hence the answer is option D, none of the above. Question number 9. Consider the following statement. Statement 1. Election Commission of India reviews the system and process of registration of political parties. Statement 2. Under Political Parties Registration Tracking Management System, online application for registration of political parties can be undertaken. Which of the above statements are correct? Election Commission of India has reviewed the system and process of registration of political parties, and the new guidelines will be effective from 1st January 2020. The statement 1 is correct. And under the Political Parties Registration Tracking Management System, it can undertake application for registration of political parties. So the answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Question number 10. With reference to Guru Gobind Singh, consider the following statements. 1. He initiated the tradition of Khalsa among followers of Sikh religion. Statement 2. He built Anandpur Sahib city on the banks of Sutlej River. Guru Gobind Singh was the 10th Sikh Guru, spiritual master, and he was also the one who undertook the tradition of Khalsa among followers of Sikh religion. But the city Anandpur Sahib was not found by him, it was found by Guru Tej Bahadur Singh. So the answer is option A, 1 only. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we will be posting the questions for day 20 of our revision program. So please check our YouTube channel. Thank you.